You did mention the separation of storage and compute as one of the topics, and it was a key strength that drove some of the growth so far. But I'm curious, from your vantage point, what do you think are some of the key strengths of Snowflake today that will drive opportunities for growth over the next few years?
That's another great question. So Snowflake, when it started, okay, it was all about like, hey, how do I build a data warehousing solution? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's going to be on the cloud, built for the cloud, and in the cloud kind of thing. Okay, so they started with a fresh design for like, how do I build something from scratch that's a cloud-based service that has all the attributes of the cloud or takes advantages of all the attributes of the cloud, but it was primarily a data warehousing solution. Mm-hmm. Okay, then over a period of time, they started thinking about like, hey, one other problem that is a huge problem in the world of data is ability to share data across teams or across companies or across organizations. Okay, and historically, the way that most people would do it is like, hey, they would say, go to some ETL set of tools, right? Hey, let me import some data from a database or a data store. Okay, let me do some magic. Let me send it over the wire on the other side. Let me do some more magic. Let me import it into another system. It is just a painful, costly, and sort of not the most reliable operation that people had for really sharing data. But particularly in a world of interconnected, sort of what I call SaaS services world, there is more and more requirement, more and more demand for people to want to be able to share data seamlessly kind of thing. And it's been a problem that has largely been unsolved, in my opinion, at least for the last 30, 40 years. Okay, Snowflake came out with a view and architecture and a solution that said like, hey, if you're and Snowflake did put a constraint, which is you need to have Snowflake on both ends. Mm-hmm. Meaning I need to be using Snowflake and you need to be using Snowflake, and then sharing data is a no-brainer. So at least like, hey, if you are a Snowflake customer, okay, you can share data in a very, very seamless way, and you can decide whether you want to share your entire data set or partial data set or whatever you want to be able to do. As long as the other person has a Snowflake account, sharing becomes instantaneous and seamless. Okay, and we think data sharing in the fullness of time could be as large as data warehousing in some sense. Okay, yeah. That was the next step that Snowflake did, and suddenly we felt, oh, there is more. The energy and like the optimism and the future potential just doubled in some sense, I would say. And then as the company started evolving, they said like, hey, you have cloud infrastructure. Okay, you got Azure, you got AWS, you got GCP, you got Ali Cloud, you got a variety of clouds kind of thing. Is there particularly with data being like, a core part of what the future is all about, is there an opportunity for a data cloud? Mm-hmm. Okay, and Snowflake really expanded its vision to say like, hey, can Snowflake be the data cloud platform that enables like, a variety of scenarios, a variety of, storage capabilities, including unstructured data storage capability. Think about like, relational data, think about, non-relational data, analytics data, think about like, what ML AI guys want to do, think about what the next generation application developers want to do with a storage system like Snowflake. So really making the evolution to a full-fledged data platform or a data cloud platform is why I think like, Snowflake has got amazing amount of future and potential for the coming decades.
Awesome. Yeah, the data sharing, to be honest, is one of my favorite subjects. I love talking to customers about it. It's a new way of integrating data across businesses. I know some companies are even looking to put the whole supply chain on a private exchange.